Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another video, live stream. As you enter the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. In this particular stream, I want to talk about why it's very important for targeted individuals to only fear the Most High God and no one else, nothing else. See, brothers and sisters, we got to understand how important our energy is. We got to understand. What if I told y'all, right, that there's certain beings that's all around us that feed off our energy? And when I say our energy, I'm talking about brothers and sisters who bear the light, brothers and sisters who are set apart, brothers and sisters who have certain political or religious views that often deem them as a threat. I want to talk about why we cannot fear any evil. We cannot fear anyone, only the Most High God. Before I dive into this topic, though, let me see who in the chat. I see y'all rolling in pretty quick. I see Romeo. I see Prince K. Louver in here. Get the vision. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for the support, family. Larry Jackson, thank you for the super chat. Highly appreciated, family. No doubt. Thank y'all for catching another stream. Brothers and sisters, the only thing that we have to fear in this life is the Most High God. There are people around you all the time that's feeding off your energy. If you're a targeted individual, a chosen one, an enlightened one, one who can see, one who is trying to live morally sound, one who is honoring God's laws, one who is trying to live set apart. In this sick, sinister world you live in, it puts a target on your back because the wicked have to feed off the energy of the righteous. The wicked have to feed off the energy of the righteous. That's the only way they survive. They're bottom of the barrel. They're leeches. They're bloodsuckers. So when perpetrators are surrounding you, when there's perpetrators in your atmosphere, it's to extract fear from you. It's to get a reaction. It's to get an emotion. It's to get an energy. Everything is energy based. And no, I'm not a new ager. I'm not a person who believes in all this esoteric beliefs that a lot of these new agers come with, but I very well believe that energy is real and everything is energy based. There's an interesting movie that came out a long time ago. It was by Stephen King. It was called The Shining. Interesting movie. If you look at the concept of the movie, it was called The Shining, right? And I believe they did another version in 2019 called Dr. Sleep. The whole concept of this particular movie, Dr. Sleep, is that there are individuals out there who are supernaturally accelerated. They bear a certain light, which they call the shining. They have a certain energy. Their spirit is different. They transcend what the laws of nature are, and they're able to have these abilities and gifts. Brothers and sisters, a lot of you have been targeted and ostracized and basically abused by family and friends and mistreated by individuals around you because you have certain gifts. You have certain gifts that's abnormal to the quote unquote normal populace. There's certain things that you can do. There's certain abilities that you have. Some of you all have dreams. Some of you all can visualize things before they even happening. Some of you all just have a strong intuition and a connection to things of the spirit. Some of you know when danger is among you. Some of you have a heightened sense of the spiritual realm. On this movie, Dr. Sleep, there was a group of rogue individuals who had the light. They had this, what they call the shining. But what they were doing was they were using it for evil, and they were stealing other people's light. See, let me tell you something. Even these demonic people, the Most High God created everything. These demonic individuals chose to operate on the left-hand side. They chose to corrupt and destroy their innate spiritual nature to do righteousness. They chose to take good and make it evil. A lot of people who are very impressionable in this society, they easily give up their true essence and their power. Some of the most popular people in the world, some of the most powerful people in the world, they had God-given talents that they corrupted. In this movie, Dr. Sleep, they will go around and find people who have the light and steal it from them. They would do things like torture children. So the fear comes out of them, and they would breathe in the shining, the energy. Sounds familiar? Children being sacrificed to get the fear out of them. Listen, these demons have to feed off the fear of the righteous or the innocent. That's what they approach you for. That's what they come against you for, to feed off your energy. At the same time, the Most High God is testing your spirit. He's testing you to see if you're going to conquer the fear. Listen, let's go to the scriptures. Let's go to the scriptures. And we're going to Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. So it's not that these fools didn't have the opportunity, the same opportunity you had to go through the persecutions, the same opportunity you had to follow the Most High God and go through whatever you have to go through. Lose things, lose jobs, lose property, lose friends. The same thing that you did, the same opportunity that you took to serve the Most High God, they had the same opportunity, but they despise wisdom and instruction. Now, what does it mean by instruction? The Most High God gives us instructions to live by. This is why we're supposed to fear him, because if you don't follow his instructions, his rules of engagement, his regulations, his laws, then you put yourself at odds with the Most High God, the God that created you, the God that you should be fearing. And I know there's a lot of people from different walks of life who watch my channel. Some individuals still participate in mainstream Christianity. And when you grow up in mainstream Christianity, you're taught that I'm not fearing God. God ain't about fear. Why should I fear God? He don't want us to fear. The Bible just told you, fearing the Most High God is the beginning of all knowledge, all wisdom. So get it out of your head that the Most High God that created this colossal universe is not about judgment, wrath, destruction. Get it out of your head that the Most High God didn't rain fire, hell, and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah. Get it out of your head that the Most High doesn't plague people with sicknesses every day. That he doesn't strip the souls out of individuals who are doing wrong. Listen, the only people who have something to fear in this world is people who are of this world. Let me repeat that. The only people or persons who have something to fear in this world is people who are of this world. If you're not of this world, why fear anything in this world? And I'm going to tell you like this. It's been put on my spirit lately to really preach to brothers and sisters about having faith over fear. Sometimes in basic conversation, we don't even understand when we are basically propelling our lower selves, when we are speaking from uncertainty, when we're speaking from a fear perspective, because fear comes in many forms. Listen, if you're talking with uncertainty, that's fear. If you are, let's say, doubting yourself, doubting what the Most High God can do for you, that's fear. If you always got that what if question coming into your mind every time there's a great opportunity to do something righteous, that's fear. That's fear. So, that's something that we got to get over. We got to be willing to stand bold as lions in these last days. And I'm going to tell you targeted individuals like this. Before I even drop this little gem here, right? If you don't know what a targeted individual is, let me, go ahead and explain that to you, because I know there's new people watching the chat. A targeted individual is a brother or a sister who has decided to walk the narrow path that the Bible speaks of. When the Bible says broad leadeth to damnation and narrow is the way to salvation, it is clear and evident that this society has basically positioned themselves to go against those who walk that narrow path. Why do you think they got all these agencies set up? Why do you think agencies like COINTELPRO, the CIA, the FBI, all of these particular organizations were set up to watch and manage and basically try to stop the public from having a revolutionary mindset? All right. So people who have this revolutionary mindset, people who hate the world as it is, people who hate wickedness, people who hate evil, people who hate everything that the world is doing, society has put a magnifying glass on those people, especially if they have influence. But the rabbit hole goes a little bit deeper, because it's a spiritual attack as well. So you have people in your immediate family who can see the light, and they happen to have demons or evil spirits on them. And those spirits that's in these people, they get riled up. They get riled up when they have to be faced with light. That's just like if you take a flashlight and you go into a dark room and you start shining that flashlight in people's eyes, it's going to hurt their eyes. They're going to want to swat at you. They're going to want to swing at you, right? That's because you're shining a light. They're going to want to target you. They're going to want to silence you. They're going to plot on you. So in my videos, I choose to speak directly to those brothers and sisters who go through these persecutions daily. And it is a daily struggle. It's a daily struggle. It's something that you got to go through all your life, really, if you want to walk the righteous path. The disciples went through it, had stones casted at them. The Messiah went through it. Any brother or sister who tries to do the right thing in this life, in this world, in this particular realm, you're going to be faced with something. So it's hard to believe a lot of these guys who are multi-million views guys and not going through the persecutions. Their channels are not being shadow banned. They're not going through things behind the scenes, or at least they're not expressing these things. It's hard to believe that you're part of the righteous if you're not going through certain situations. But that's neither here nor there. Targeted individuals. Right now in this day and age, We are gravitating towards one another. All right? That's what's happening. Everybody is gravitating towards their own. All right? And we're gravitating towards one another. And it's important to be around strong people. It's important to keep a very tight circle. And you got to make sure everybody is 100%. Everybody is 100%. And what I mean by that is nobody in your circle has any fear. Nobody has any fear. You're living in a time where civil liberties are being stripped. You're living in a time where all the luxuries that we have in life, we may have to detach from a lot of these luxuries. You're living in a time where the righteous are shining. The righteous are easily seen. The righteous stand out like a sore thumb. Listen, you may not know how much impact you're having on people, but the way you carry yourself, the vibes, the energy you have, you may believe that you're just a normal person. You may believe that, but people around you see something different. See, when we look in the mirror, and I'm speaking about TIs, brothers and sisters who go through these persecutions. When we look in the mirror, we don't see the light bearers. We don't see those who are shining. What we see is people who struggle. We see our imperfections. We see our struggles. We see the things that we go through. We know that we're not perfect. We know that we got to repent daily. And we see that when we look in the mirror. And so we don't understand why we got to be targeted by these people who want to harass, slander, lie, accuse, falsely accuse. We don't know. We don't understand why we got to face that, because we got to fight our own problems. And then we got to look up, go out into the world and deal with these jealous, envious demons on a daily basis. And we're struggling too. It's because, listen, no matter how much you have slipped up in the past, the Most High God have not left you. He have not left you. You still have ample opportunity to get this thing right. The problem is, brothers and sisters, the rest of the world are non-repentant. The problem is the rest of the world have already sold out. Do you know how many people have sold their souls already for little to nothing? They have sold their entire souls for nothing, brothers and sisters. People sell their souls for sex. People sell their souls for money. People sell their souls for little to nothing. And then when it's time to collect, they got to suffer the consequences. But it's because you TIs have not sold out in these last days. That's the reason why you're being persecuted. They want to feed off your fear. Your energy is way too important and powerful to give to them. That's why it's important, man. Listen, all you brothers and sisters who are going through street theater, neighborhood mobbing, every time you go out your door, somebody want to go out their door and watch you. Yeah, I know. I know how it is. All you brothers and sisters who got to go out your door and be followed. People are being followed through the grocery store, and you don't even know what the hell is going on. Listen, let me tell you right now, don't have no fear for these people. Don't have no fear for these agents. Don't have no fear for these liars. Listen, you look them right in the eyes. They should fear you. When you look them in the eyes, your spirit has to pierce through their wicked souls. It has to pierce through their wicked souls. Don't fear nothing in this world. Watch this. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. Yes, the Most High God, if you fear him, you're going to hate evil. You're going to be disgusted by evil and wickedness. Fear the Most High God. If you fear the Most High God, you're going to hate pride and arrogancy. There's a lot of brothers and sisters who learn a lot of scriptures. They learn precept upon precept, line upon line. There's brothers who are knowledgeable, more knowledgeable than myself. There's brothers out there who know the word left and right. There's brothers and sisters who have influence, impact, are talented, everything. But guess what? They still have pride. They're still arrogant. How can you be arrogant and think you better than somebody, or that you're above the people, and that you're somebody that should be worshiped here on this earth, when you got faults just like the rest of us? When you got to look yourself in the mirror and see your imperfections. Listen, the Most High God says, if you fear him, you're going to hate arrogancy. Let me tell you something. I can't stand being around somebody arrogant. I can't stand it, because it's like, you really think that the Most High God don't see your faults? You really truly believe that you're abstained from judgment? You know, when you fear the Most High God, you can never be arrogant, because he could strip the breath from our lungs right now as we speak. I fear the Most High God. I fear no man. When I walk into a room, my energy does not change for anybody, because I know that his angels are protecting me. I know that there's no reason to fear anyone but the Most High God. I'm not going to give these demons my energy, because listen, when you fear them, the same energy you have, like the movie The Shining, they call it The Shining. That same energy that you have, if you give it to these demons, your spiritual gifts start to dwindle. You cannot operate fully on a spiritual level if you giving demons your energy, if you giving them fear. You just can't. Let's go to these scriptures. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So don't fear man, because listen, the only thing a man can do is put you in a grave. Only thing a man can do is slander you. Only thing a man can do is make you bleed, make you hurt, make you suffer. The Most High can kill your body and your soul. He can get rid of everything. You know, he can send you to hell. There's no rescue squad coming to hell to get anybody. Nobody's going to be able to vouch for you when you enter hell gates. For all you cowards out there who sold your souls to watch the righteous, to try to stop the righteous from growing and building and becoming the new leaders of this world. For all you demons, nobody's going to help you out of hell, and it's going to last forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. That's a mighty long time, ain't it? But that's what's going to happen. Because listen, the Most High God is kindling a fire for all of these sick, sinister, demented people who are preying on our children. All these people who are slandering and trying to stop the righteous. All these wicked doers who are trying to stop everything from prospering. You're only digging a deeper grave for yourself. You're only digging a deeper grave for yourself. Job chapter 28 and 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. When you fear the Lord, you depart from evil. Now we realize that we're not perfect. We realize that we struggle, but we're not out here hiding under grace. We don't believe that we are saved and sanctified, because the scriptures say, he who endures to the end, the same shall be saved. So until the whole story is over, you don't know what's going to happen at the end. There was another lie that was introduced by mainstream Christianity. People walking around saying, I'm saved and sanctified. Listen, if you don't depart from evil, you're not saved. How can you be saved if you're still breathing every day? The Lord says, he who endured to the end the same shall be saved. So you got to face this persecution. You got to be ready to endure, brothers and sisters. We got to be willing to depart from our wicked ways. And we all have wicked ways that we got to depart from. But you got to fear the Most High, because that's going to give you wisdom. Detach from this world. Detach from their ways. Continue on a righteous path. That's what you got to do. Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. With all thy heart and all thy soul. That's what we're required to do. The reason why we've been persecuted is to get us to fear the Most High God. He controls both sides of the fence. It's all about molding, shaping your character, changing you from the inside out, making you a new person, renewing your mind, renewing your spirit. That's what it's about, brothers and sisters. But you can't have no fear for not on this in this earth. You know, it's interesting. I sit here and I look on social media and I see brothers talking about what they're going to do to the next person. Hey, I'm going to do this to you, and I see you in these streets and all of this. And it's just a lot of tough talk, a lot of back and forth, a lot of people eating gangster cookies in the morning and just getting online and just spewing trash out of their mouth, right? Bragging, boasting, showing arrogancy. You know, everybody wants to be the toughest guy in the world, and everybody got to have all this drama going on, because guess what? They don't fear the Most High God. They don't fear the Most High God. Because if you did, you would know when to be silent. The Most High God deals with your enemies. You would know when to respond and when not to respond. But you see people going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They don't fear the Most High God. That's not wisdom right there. Do you believe it's wisdom to get online and talk about what you're going to do to somebody? Where is that wise? Don't you know that the CIA and the FBI, they use these platforms? These platforms is the main source of their arrest. Trust and believe that. They tracking IP addresses. If something is to really happen to somebody from all this talk, who you think they're going to get? That's why the Most High God says he hates arrogancy, pride. And it's all done out of pride. They don't fear the Most High, so they're prideful and they're arrogant. I'm telling you. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 7. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Don't think that you got all the wisdom. Like, it's something interesting when you meet certain people, right? Whether it be people of the Hebraic faith or people of mainstream Christianity or even Islam. When you meet certain people, how they're so, I'm prophet this. Oh, I'm elder this. Oh, I've taught this. And it's like, I don't give a damn. You understand? Because let the wisdom just spew. Let other people deem you these things. Let other people give you these titles. Brothers and sisters have called me a prophet, right? Among the Hebraic community. I myself have never once said that I was a prophet. I'm not wise in my own eyes. If it's prophetic, if it's a prophetic gift in me, guess what? It's going to show to the world. It's going to show. I don't have to, be wise in my own eyes and carry myself a certain way and be arrogant. And I'm just saying, and nothing against people who do that, because I don't know your spirit. But I'm just telling you some of the signs, some of the telltale signs. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Man, the Bible has a pattern of saying fear the Lord. So for all of these Christians talking about, I don't fear God, he don't want us to fear him. Listen, when you was a child, you had more sense than you got now. All these full-grown adults who don't fear God, they had more knowledge and wisdom when they were in their innocence than they do now. Let me prove it. When it thunderstormed when you was a kid, when you seen the lightning outside your window, when you heard those vibrations, when you heard those thunderous noises, were you not scared? Were you not shooken up by the power of the Most High God? Did you not feel something? Did you not want to crawl up and hide under your covers? You had more sense back then than you got now. You done got wise in your own damn eyes. And let me tell you, a lot of these people who display themselves as arrogant and prideful, they're the most cowardice people in this world. They're scared of the things of this world, but they're not scared of the Most High. It only could be two ways, brothers and sisters. You only can fear God or fear the things of this world. You can't fear both. You only can fear the Most High or fear the things in this world. Here it is, you got preachers in the pulpit. You got pastors, ordained ministers. They know that they got to follow the Lord's instructions as far as keeping his commandments and his laws. They know it personally. But when they go stand in front of their churches, they're afraid to speak the word. They're afraid to tell the people the truth. Some of them hide some truth. Some of them give you partial truth. Some of them don't tell you no truth. But guess what? When you go to their homes, they're not eating swine. They're not eating bacon and pork chops and shrimp, crab, lobster, and bottom feeders. Some of these preachers don't have no damn Christmas tree up in their house. These preachers, a lot of the times, are not keeping pagan holidays in their house. They're not eating what the world is eating. But guess what? These cowards won't get on that stage, won't get in the pulpit and preach the full truth. The full truth. You know why? Because they're afraid that they're going to lose support. They're afraid of it being an insurrection in their particular organization. And this goes for Hebraic faith. This goes for mainstream Christianity. This goes for the Nation of Islam. This goes for whoever has an organized religion. Anybody who's a head of an organization, these people often are afraid to tell the whole truth. You know why? Because the congregation can't always handle the truth. And they don't want to lose the support. They don't want to lose the money. That's fear. You're afraid of something in this earth. You're afraid of something in this world. Man, thank y'all for the donations. I've seen a lot of people sending super chats. Thank y'all. Adriana Samaria, she says, bro, I'm going through heavy MK Ultra mind control, being in diamond programming my whole life. Please pray for me in these programs. Satanic abuse is real. Love you. Love you too. You'll be in my prayers. And let me tell you, these demons, they go through great lengths to target the righteous. They do it subliminally. They got all kind of frequencies that they send in the airway to try to trigger us. Why do you think they're so obsessed with getting our DNA? Why do you think they're so obsessed with getting our blood and drawing blood from us? And because listen, they're finding more ways that they can attack us on a molecular level. How they can tap into our psyche without touching us. Listen, these demons who operate, they're actually very afraid. They don't want to deal with us head on. They don't want to deal with you head on in your face. No, they want to be able to destroy you without even being in the same room as you. They want to be able to destroy you without actually physically engaging you. But you know what? Just like they build these demonic frequencies, just like they build these machines, and just like they got all of these discern program and all of these things going, we have spiritual powers just like the movie The Shining. And that's what I want the sister to understand. You have spiritual powers. Yes, all of these things are real. Voice to skull technology, it's real. But guess what? You have angels. You have the power of your prayers. You have the Most High God. So you got to pray against these things and pray in faith and don't have no fear for those things. Can't give them your fear. Psalms chapter 25, verse 14. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. The Most High God's secrets, his covenant, his bond, what God is really about, is only given to those who are afraid of him, who fear him. You got to fear the Most High God. His blessings are only his covenant, his secrets is only there to those who fear him. Watch this. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. A lot of people show a form of godliness, but to deny the power thereof. Let me repeat that. A lot of people show a form of godliness, but they deny the power thereof. The Most High God said he could protect you from COVID-19 coronavirus. The Most High God said he could protect you from these policemen out here who are gunning people down. The Most High God said he can protect you from gang stalkers and perpetrators. The Most High God said he can protect you from liars, slanderers, gossipers, backbiters. The Most High God said he can protect you from those abusive family members. He can protect you from those who are out to destroy you. But you got to do what? Fear him. Fear the Most High God. He can protect you from all of that. When you fear the Most High God, listen, it perfects your walk. Because guess what? When you're doing something evil and wicked, you know that there's consequences. Even if those consequences don't happen immediately. Especially you brothers and sisters who actually been through some rough things in life. You brothers who've been out there in the streets, who done dirt. Hey, it might not have came back on you right away. I know brothers that been in the penitentiary for 10, 15 years and was snatched up 3 years after the actual crime, 5 years after the crime, 10 years after the crime. Brothers who did wickedness, but guess what? The Most High, if he wants to keep you, you always going to have to go through it, because that's his way of showing you that you're not completely lost. Only the wicked, evil people who have sold their souls can do wicked their whole life without nothing happening to them. But you targeted individuals, you brothers and sisters, you get conviction. Oh yeah, that's the word. Conviction. When you do something wrong, you convicted. That means you can't just do something wrong and continue about your day, live like things are just normal. You feel a certain pain. You feel guilt. You may feel a little bit of shame, right? When you sin. When you do something you know damn well you wasn't supposed to do. Guess what? That's the Most High God's way of telling you that you still belong to him. These demons that are practicing gang stalking, these demons who are all about materialism and having material possessions, these people who are just vain. Everything is about vanity, how they look, how things are going, and you know what kind of car they drive. A lot of these damn people don't have no conviction. There's nothing. No conviction whatsoever. Lifeless zombies. Just doing wickedness and just living life, walking through this life like a damn zombie. Your Jay-Z's, your Beyoncé's, your people who are speaking messages to the public that's destroying the public. These people don't feel a damn thing. They don't feel nothing. Thank you for the super chat, family. Appreciate it. These people don't feel a damn thing. They do what they want. They say what they want. They lead the people to hell. They literally leading us to hell, brothers and sisters, through these music, through this low frequency. And they don't feel a damn thing. No conviction. But I'm going to tell you, they're going to pay. They're going to pay. Hey, because I know the God I serve. The God I serve, he don't play no games. The Bible says the Most High is a man of war. A man of war. Oh, and better believe it's coming. It's coming to these demons. They don't want, oh man. The Most High God's kindling a flame against these demons who are working against us. All while we're rising. Watch this. Psalms chapter 34, verse 9. Oh, fear the Lord, yea, his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. Fear the Lord, all his saints. There is no want to those who fear him. Listen, when you fear the Most High God, you don't want anything. There's no want for people who fear him. So all you materialistic people, all you people who are always gleaming your eyes to making a damn come up. Listen, the Most High's people don't want for nothing. We don't want for nothing. You know what? No matter how successful we are, no matter how far we make it in life, one thing about people who actually have a soul, people who actually have humility, people that the Most High has actually graced presence with, they're some of the most simple people. Not high maintenance. It's just, we have a spirit. A lot of the times we're so happy with just beautiful things, free things, having peace of mind. A day where the sun is shining. A day where the damn sun ain't being blocked off by chemtrails. A day where somebody drops a good song that's spiritual and you found a new track. A day where, you know, you can see the progression among your people, that the Most High is working and he's waking people up. Grateful for things like that. It says, the fear of the Lord. Oh, fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. We don't want for nothing. Watch this. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 23. The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that have it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. Easily satisfied. When you fear the Lord, you're satisfied. When you fear the things of this world, you're always worrying. I cannot even imagine that type of existence. I can't imagine that type of existence where I'm always worrying about things of this world. Instead of just being satisfied with what the Most High God has blessed me with. A lot of us got to start being satisfied. You know, there's so many people that gauge their success in life to their financial status, or gauge their success to where they're at, their social status, their economic status, what have you. But at what point do you become satisfied? This is how people lose their damn minds, like Kanye West. Not saying that Kanye West doesn't speak truth. But hell, the devil spoke some truth. Sometimes you got to speak the truth to get a certain demographic. But what I'm saying is you got people out there who don't know a limit. They don't know when to call it quits. They don't know when to be satisfied. And they want to keep pushing, and they end up hitting this ceiling. They end up hitting this ceiling where they have to compromise. They have to compromise their souls. They have to compromise their spirits. Marissa Dartez, thank you for the super chat. Marissa says, you are throwing gems, bro. Thank you. All praises to the Most High God. Fear the Most High and depart from evil. Ye are vessels that God uses to keep seeking him. I fear God and nothing else. Shalom. Shalom, sister. That's just the facts. That's just the facts, man. You can't give these people your energy. Let me tell you, they feed off of it. When these perpetrators are in your community and they following you around, when you walk out your door, they want to walk out your door and watch you. Let me tell you something. They're watching to feed off of energy. These demons can feel fear. They can feel it. It's an essence. They're looking to feed off of it. That's why you just got to be sharp. If you fear the Most High, you cannot fear anything of this world. That's what I need you all to learn in this stream. If you fear the Most High, you can't fear anything in this world. And somebody said, don't yoke to agents. And that's what we're talking about. Because let's make this perfectly clear. As a targeted individual, you got to make sure your circle is strong. Let me tell you, all you brothers and sisters out there, especially you young brothers, you young black males, let me just put this out here. There's a lot of brothers that's coming up. There's a lot of brothers who got a lot of potential. There's a lot of brothers who can really do something with their lives. They have leadership skills. Some of your sons already have that light. They already have those leadership skills. Look, there's a brother in the chat that's 16. He's 16 watching New Breed. This brother already got the light. Let me put this out here for you brothers out there with all that fire and vigor and courage to even come into the truth at such a young age. Let me put this out here. A lot of your, I would say, peers, a lot of your peers, a lot of them are not going to have the same courage you're going to have. This truth that you're gaining, there's another brother, 17. This truth that you're gaining right now, it's going to build you up to the point where there's going to be no fear in you. And you're going to, and listen, you're going to have a real change on this world. You brothers that's in this chat, 16 and 17 years old, just know that you can't keep too many brothers around you because you got this knowledge. Because a lot of them, they're not going to have the same courage as you when it comes down to it. They're not going to have the same courage. So you can't trust those who fear things of this earth. If the people, listen, you are the company you keep, young brothers. You the company that you keep. If the brothers around you ain't solid, and I'm talking about when I say solid, they want to serve God. Forget about everything else of what's cool and what's not cool, right? Because this system you living in made it uncool to serve the Most High God. It made it uncool to serve the Most High. But guess what? What's the alternative? Satan worship. All the music you hearing, mainstream, Satan worship. All it is reverencing the beast. Now look at the world you live in. Look at the world you live in because of it. So you brothers got to stand bold. Continue to stand bold. Facts. We're going to the book of Philippians. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Listen, brothers, sisters, when you fear the Most High God, he's going to take you to your heights and the pinnacles that you're supposed to reach. You wasn't designed to fear anything on this earth, only him. It's important for targeted individuals to only fear God. And we got 10 minutes left for the chat. If y'all want to fire away with questions, comments, concerns, you can go ahead and do so. For those who didn't see the music event last night, you can go over there to Inside the Nation Radio and go watch it. It was absolutely fire. We experienced a lot of technical difficulties early on, but we pushed through it. We got through it. And it was definitely good times. A lot of powerful spiritual music was being put on display. So, yeah, I see a lot of young brothers and sisters in here. That's what's up. And if you in this live stream and if you got edification from it, make sure you go ahead and mash that thumbs up. So at the very least, the video can spread for the playback, or brothers and sisters can catch this video during Q&A. All right, I see. Let me see. We got it. The questions are coming fast. The comments are streaming fast. Yep. Moses, that man says, what could I do in my life to be well spoken? Pray for utterance. Pray for utterance. Reading is a good thing, brother. Particularly the thesaurus. And you know, let me say this as well. If you're not well spoken, that doesn't mean that you won't have the impact that you're supposed to have. Moses wasn't well spoken. The Bible tells you that Moses had a speech problem. They say that genius is taking complex matters and making them simple. That's what a genius is. To take very highly sophisticated components and make them simple. That's genius. A lot of people who speak very well and are articulate, a lot of them, they throwing a lot of words out there, but they ain't saying a damn thing. That's what the conscious community is. A lot of words, you know, brothers are articulate. They saying a whole lot, but they ain't really saying nothing. Let's see. Let's see. See the comments coming in pretty quick. Marion Slaughter says, New Breed, how often do you wear fringes? I got a few shirts that got fringes. I can't tell you how often I wear them. It just depends. I know that the scriptures tell you to, you know, to wear your fringes, you know, but listen, back in the days, in biblical days, people wore fringes. They knew their identity, and we still end up falling. You know, we were reminded of the law every day, and we still fell as people. So, you know, I got a few shirts that got fringes. I can't tell you exactly how often I wear them, though. Marissa Dartez, happy birthday. Yep. Yep. Yeah, somebody said, fear the Most High and let the Ruach guide you. Facts. For those who don't know what the Ruach is, that means Holy Spirit in ancient Phoenician Hebrew, right? Yeah, I see a lot of brothers in the chat talking about camps. You know, to each his own. To each his own. Somebody said opinion on hell experience. I'm releasing a video on my experience, but what are your thoughts on this? My thoughts of hell? You got to be more specific. I mean, those are your experiences or dreams or visions. So I guess I'm gonna have to catch it to see what your thoughts are regarding. But hell is very real, and I know that prophets of old have fell asleep and they've been to hell, they've been to heaven. The conscious community call it astral projection, but it really is just your spirit traveling. Yeah, facts. If you got any doctrinal questions, anything, comments, concerns, we got like 5 minutes left. Let me see. I'm trying to get to y'all's questions. Somebody said, can you please look into Gematria effect? Gematria effect? News on YouTube. I know you'll definitely benefit from it. All right, I'll check that out. Let's see. Somebody said Judas repented. What about betrayal? Because you have the light, new breed. You said, what about betrayal? Oh yeah. When you have the light, you can expect to be betrayed. Christ was betrayed. You can expect that, you know. And betrayal is one of those things, man, that you can't really shield yourself from in this day and age. Because, you know, we don't want to have to close ourselves off to the point where we're not dealing with anybody. One thing y'all got to know, as targeted individuals and brothers and sisters, all you introverted brothers and sisters out there, you got to know that when you deal with people, 9 times out of 10, you can expect somebody to offend you or cross you. It's just about how you deal with it. And it's about if you choose to keep dealing with that person. All right? You can't just stay to yourself forever. But man, this has been a great stream. There's going to be a lot more exclusive content going on Patreon very soon. I'm working on editing some videos and getting some things together. We're going to be exposing the sodomite agenda. We're going to be exposing the pedophile rings and the pedophile agenda that's going on. We're going to be exposing a whole lot there on Patreon. If you don't follow me there, go ahead. The link will be left in the description box soon as this stream ends. Go ahead and follow. All right. Also, thank y'all for watching this stream. Hopefully this helped you out in your walk and your journey. If it did, and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Thank y'all for coming through. With that being said, shalom and peace.